Hi, this is Bob Barr bringing you yet another edition of Liberty Guard's Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe, Law Number One, which is the world is full of idiots. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to follow Liberty Guard on social media. And doing that will let you know what our and who our idiot of the week is today, because the world is full of idiots, recall. Okay, our idiot of the week today comes to us from across the pond, so to speak, across the Atlantic, from the United Kingdom, from UK, which more and more is a nation almost entirely populated by idiots. But the specific Brit that we're going to talk about today is Dr. Julian Murphy. I don't think he's a real doctor. In other words, I don't think he's a medical doctor. He's, like Joe Biden, just a doctor of something else. Anyway, Dr. Julian Murphy apparently is the headmaster at the Loughborough Amherst School in Leicestershire, England. And he has decided, because of his, I kid you not, because of his Buddhist background, he has decided that in his school, children cannot be told they are good or bad. In other words, when they do something that is good, they can't be told that's good. And when they do something that's not good, they can't be told that's bad. Well, why is this? Because telling one of these youngsters that they're bad can harm them psychologically, according to Dr. Julian Murphy. It will make them feel bad. It may teach them a lesson, but that's secondary to whether or not they feel bad because they have been told something they're doing is not good. If you're following this, even for the non-Buddhists in our audience, it's a little bit strange to follow this, but Dr. Julian Murphy has decided that the children that do something good are told they are doing something skillful. Now, I don't know about you, but a young kid telling them that's skillful, I'm not sure it really resonates in any meaningful way, unless the parents also stop using the terms good and bad at home and say, Johnny, that was skillful, or Johnny, not eating your vegetables was unskillful. But that's what Dr. Murphy wants to do. You tell the kid that when they're doing something good, you don't say that's good. You don't say you're doing good. You say you're being skillful. And when they do something that is not good, bad, inappropriate, you tell them that's not skillful. I mean, aside from this utter nonsense, the stupidity, the sheer idiocy of this thinking, this really, though, is the sort of natural progression that we've seen, not just in the UK, but here in the US for many, many years now, in which there are no, or can be, no winners or losers, because if you have a winner, then that means that the winner is better than the loser. So everybody's a winner when kids play sports here in the US now. And the problem also is that a lot of times when we see this stuff starting in the UK, it creeps over across the Atlantic to the US. So it wouldn't be a surprise to me at all if we've talked about these language police and these idiotic language mandates that government agencies like CDC are putting into place, and at schools also. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we see schoolmasters, headmasters, principals, as we call them here more in the U.S., start saying that teachers in U.S. schools cannot tell a student they've done something good or bad in order to teach them. That is the way you teach kids, because it might harm the little darlings. It might make them feel bad. Well, that's sort of the whole point. Positive reinforcement when they do something good by telling them that's good. But yeah, this is happening in England, and it's almost certain to happen here. So be on your guard. Watch out, even though the federal government under Joe Biden doesn't like parents to voice their opinions to school boards or to schools. Doing so gets them labeled terrorists by our FBI these days. It's important to do so. Watch out for this nonsense in schools here in the United States. Stand up against it and try and do your best to make sure, along with our work here at Liberty Guard, and please do support us, but make sure that schools here in the U.S. don't get away with this stuff without a fight. We've got to fight them. This nonsense can be terribly debilitating in the long run for the education and the socialization of our children. So that's our Idiot of the Week for this week. We look forward to your being with us next time for another of Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe, Law Number 1, The World is Full of Idiots. Thanks for being with us. This is Bob Barr, and I'd like to thank you for having checked out our program here today, Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe. We appreciate your support, your participation, and encourage you to go to libertyguard.org to learn more about our programs and also to help support you to further individual freedom and fight against government abuse. One of the ways, but not the only way we do this, is through Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe, but through many, many other programs in support of individual liberty and against government abuse. So please remember to join us. Go to libertyguard.org and join us once again for Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe. Thank you.
My name is Matt Strickland. Liberty Guard saved my family business. I spent most of my adult life fighting for my country overseas. When I came home, I became a small business owner and sadly realized that nobody would fight for me. Our state and local government were trying to shut my family business down for good. And that's when I found Liberty Guard. With Liberty Guard's help, we won the battle against government overreach. And now my business is thriving and growing faster than ever.
Stand with Matt and others just like you in the fight against government overreach. Join Liberty Guard today.